We work with a specific hormonal system in patients with chronic kidney disease that we know are dysregulated. It's proven that it's very, very important for patients with chronic kidney disease. So the reason why we got in this field from the very beginning was actually we were studying this particular hormone system. We actually identified a new hormone system. And what we've found so far that we have a dysregulation, and that is we have very high levels of FGF23 and very low levels of Clotho that are being expressed in patients with chronic kidney disease. And we know that this is very damaging to the patients. So patients with high FGF23 and low Clotho, they will develop a lot of vascular calcification and cardiovascular disease. And they're also more likely to die very, very early. So I think the dream use of our findings would be to identify novel compounds or pharmaceutical targets against vascular calcification in this aging-like process. So basically this means we can actually get people with chronic kidney disease to survive longer, develop less vascular calcification and less cardiovascular disease.
A very broad category of patients can benefit from Tobias Larsson and his team's studies. Approximately 10% of the Western adult population is suffering from chronic kidney disease. This leads to an accelerated aging process and development of a number of other disorders, such as very extensive vascular calcification, cardiovascular disease, and other metabolic diseases such as osteoporosis, type 2 diabetes, among others.
I think what is very interesting with this project is that we already have substantial amount of data that actually proves our hypothesis that they directly cause vascular damage to the patients with chronic kidney disease. And we are in the process of developing different compounds and trying existing compounds to try to intervene against this system. And so far our preliminary data looks very, very exciting. So we think we can make a difference. I think our research group has fundamentally contributed to the identification of this research field and established the importance in patients with chronic kidney disease. And I think now we're actually one of the labs in the world who are leading in this research. We have developed novel animal models. We have novel tools to keep performing this research at a very high international level. So we see in the future, over the next 2 years in our proposals, we still will be studying this system in a lot of different cell models, in different animal models. But eventually, during the end of this project, we will go towards human clinical trials. We will also, of course, test if we have been able to develop promising new compounds. We can also test these compounds in human subjects. So I think the horizon is as far as that.
Tobias Larsson is, like most scientists, a highly motivated researcher.
If you want to be a good scientist, you have to be creative. And I think also that's one of the most beautiful parts with science, creativity. And basically nobody tells you what to do or how to do it. You can figure it out yourself, or you can develop new techniques to do that. I think research itself is very, very fascinating because it allows you to explore topics that have never been explored before. And if you make great findings and if you do great contributions, you know people forever will benefit from this. And it's only your own imagination that really prevents you from doing great things and achieving great things.